morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on folks. This is your man always, George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Folks, this is the first week. We got one more week to Thanksgiving. And then Christmas time is here. Happiness. I ain't even gonna I got one little tree. I just put it in the window, that's it. I'm done. I ain't got no kids. Everybody grown. They got their kids worried about. I'm not worried about Christmas. I did it for my mom. She's gone, so that's it's not whatever. So, folks, I have here the lovely lady, and she competes in bikini. And I know you guys, you usually like my female bodybuilders, but like I said, as a content maker, I really want to expand more to other divisions, bikini, wellness, figure. I know typically y'all guys look for a certain look, but these women who compete in these divisions, they work just as hard. Different levels compared to if you look at the other division like fitness, figure, bodybuilding, physique, but they still work just as hard. So we have here the lovely Miss Monique Chilcutt, and she is she's here in my home state of North Carolina, and this is 2 times in a row, folks. Yesterday I interviewed Tiffany Walker, a physique competitor who lives here in North Carolina, and I have another North Carolinian. It really excites me, especially being this is my home state, and and the opportunity to meet somebody who's here in my own backyard. So, ma'am, this is the first question I'm gonna ask you: are you North Carolinian bred and born, or are you just a transplant?
I am not born here. No, sorry, mate. I am from California. I just transplanted here 2 years ago. So sorry.
Cali, they often say the homes of fruits and nuts.
Yeah.
Well, California, maybe we might go there someday. But so welcome, Miss Chilcutt, and thank you for your time. And this is a question I ask you, ladies: what got you started in the sport, as we call it, muscle and masculinity? Please share.
Yes. Okay. So I've been a dancer all my life since I was 5 years old. Went to college and studied dance, majored in dance. I've done all the styles: jazz, tap, hip hop, ballet, Broadway, you name it, modern. And that is definitely my passion, true passion. But then about 6 years ago, I started teaching fitness course, group fitness at a club. And I had a student in one of my dance fitness classes, and she worked out, and I really liked her physique. And I said, hey, maybe I can work out with you sometime. And so we started working out together. And that's when I got hooked. When I saw my body start to change and what I was able to do to my own body. I've never lifted weights. My mom was a bodybuilder when she was 40 to 50 years old. And I watched her be very successful in that, but I was never interested in it. But then I got hooked when I started seeing the results and feeling stronger and looking better. And it was almost like I was looking at the Monique it was always supposed to be, because I just felt so healthy and strong. And my dancing also started improving as well with the amount of energy and strength that I was gaining in bodybuilding. And that was just 3 years ago when I started. So it's
Yeah, 3 years ago. Wow. I mean, and a lot of ladies who get to sport because they started off, like you said, you had a dance background, athletic background, you were an instructor. And I think bodybuilding is so appealing for some people, especially to get out of sports. So what was your first show? What was that experience like for you?
Right. So I didn't really know I was going to get into competing. One of my coworkers came up to me when I was training with that girlfriend of mine and said, hey, are you getting ready for a show? And I said, what do you mean? And I had no idea about the competing world of bodybuilding. I had no idea other than what I saw my mom do. I didn't know about all the different divisions and whatnot. But anyway, then I started interviewing some friends who had done it and sought out a coach and found the best. I got Trish Wood there in Sacramento, in Roseville, and Iron Addiction. And I started in July of 21. I remember going into the Iron Addiction and signing up. And I said, okay, when can I compete? And they were like, oh yeah, we can get you competing in 3 months. I said, excuse me? What? Holiday hoobity woody? I was like, no way. And yeah, okay. So I went for it. My first comp was that October in San Jose in 2021. It was kind of the COVID scary time, right? They were going to make us wear masks. And I was like, no way, we're going to cover my smile. That's going to really not be great. Anyway, and then they made it an option, so we didn't have to wear masks. Thank goodness. Anyway, it was a smaller contest, but I did well. And I was nervous first time and all that, but I loved it. And then I started, that was in the other league that I started, the WNBF, and then I switched to the IFBB. The very next show, I went to Legions in Reno. And now, yeah.
Yeah, it's a process, in sport. And you mentioned Trish Wood, she's competing this weekend.
No.
Today, I think it just probably just finished up the prejudging at the Atlantic Coast.
Correct.
I had a pleasure interviewing Trish and also a friend, Teresa Myers, who's making her return, because Teresa was my first wellness. I've interviewed some girls who do wellness in amateurs, who she's my first wellness pro. It's hard to get them too, the wellness bikini girls. I think it's a lot easier for me to get with you masters ladies, because I think the maturity level is more, because y'all are more susceptible to talking and discussing about yourself. The other girls are more, rah, but
Sure.
But like I said, shout out to Trish. Best of luck to her, both her and Teresa.
I know.
And the first show, it's kind of tough because it's with bikini. Y'all have to bring in this presence of both femininity, but also a little bit of athleticism, because it's difference between if you look at the other divisions.
Yes, they're quite a bit different. And being having a dance background, I felt that more comfortable on stage, but being in a new environment and the posing, getting that down has been a process. And definitely each and every show I get better and better, even as a pro. But that first show I was hooked, like I said, and then I switched to the other league, and then I was really hooked, and I did like 7 shows in a very short amount of time. I think I went pro on my 8th show, and that was just 2 years of competing that I went pro. So I was still pinching myself that I'm a pro after just 2 years. It's just incredible, but I love it.
Yeah, I interviewed a young lady who last year I think this year she turned pro last year, and she only did her regional show, which got her qualified for nationals. She competed both women's bodybuilding and physique, but she got a pro card in physique. And there's some women I've known that competed for years in NPC before they got their pro cards. And sometimes it's just about time and luck. And what was the show that you earned your pro card at? And what was that like that feeling for you when they told you now you're an IFBB pro?
My gosh, there's no other feeling. I know. It was at the Teen Collegiate Masters in Pittsburgh. And it was last year, 2023. And I remember, you're going along in prep, you're working hard. And I remember this one moment vividly. It was a FaceTime call with my coach, Trish Wood. And it was a couple of weeks before the competition. And I was posing for her, and she said, "Oh, there's a pro." And that was like the first time that it was like, maybe this is actually maybe a possibility. Like I just kept trudging along and doing my best, but I really didn't have that full confidence. But when she said that, it was just like, okay, I might have a chance here, and I'm going to go in confident and just nail it. And I went in with that confidence, and it never stopped. I hit the stage and I hit center. They put me in center right away, and I just shined and beamed. I was like, I felt it throughout my entire being that this is happening, and that I deserve this. Like I felt like I was definitely, the best one up there at that moment. Anyway, and then when they announced it, I jumped up and down screaming, and I was like, no way. And then I got 2 pro cards. I got in the 50 plus and the 55 plus, and I got an overall in 50s, and I almost got the overall in 55, but no, the other way around. I got overall in 55. I almost got the 50 overall, but this one girl got me. She got that. So anyway, it was incredible.
Yeah, it's experience. I mean, the Teen Collegiate show. I interviewed the lady who got her pro card also there with his bodybuilding. It's Gary Unit show. It's very popular.
Yep.
Also, you made your pro debut the same day. Like the next day, actually, you did the World Championship Masters too.
I did the very next month. It was a month away. It
Oh.
wasn't the next day, but they do have that situation where you can do that. But it was a month out, and I did, and that was quite eye opening. I mean, I was up there with like incredible athletes. It was the absolute inspiration I needed because it was just really tough competition. I think I finished like 13th. And yeah, and then to come back this year and get third and fourth in the two comps I did was, in my opinion, huge win. So I'm so excited about what this next year is going to do for me in building more legs and glutes is what the judges want to see from me. And, like I said, I met a girl at this last show who got first over me. And she has been bodybuilding for 14 years. And she just got her pro card last year. So after 13 years of competing, she got her pro card. So I mean, I am just in awe that I'm even up there with these athletes. I feel like this is just an incredible place to be with these amazing athletes, and push myself. It pushes me to be even better. So I got big goals. I want to go to the Olympia. So there you go.
Well, like I said, that is a big goal. I mean, one way to go is you're you're at the 40 limit. You can do 40s Masters, which qualify you for the Masters Olympia, which
Right.
also can qualify you for the main Olympia.
Yeah.
They're going to have it in Japan next year.
Yep. Trish is going. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know Trish is going. Yeah, I saw she wanted to clash.
Yep.
Congratulations to her. I mean, and how long you know Trish? And y'all still working as coach and client?
Oh, yes. She's my coach. Absolutely. We've known well since I started, which is July 2021. So that's, how long we've been together.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good relationship with your coach. And, she's an inspiring person. Here we got my man, KL the Wanderer. Shot coming through, brother says, what's going on? Hey, brother, not much. What's going on with you? Shout out to KL. He also does content on women's bodybuilding, and he's a fan. We do a live stream together, which is called Muscle Talk Monday. We'll have a discussion tomorrow. Awesome. And, folks, this is what people need to understand. This is a tough sport, especially for a woman, when there's so much sacrifice you got to put in, the time, the work, the expense, traveling to shows. You did a couple of shows this year, right? Which shows you did and how you placed?
Yeah, so I did San Antonio Pro, Masters Pro, and that was August 1st. I got third there in 55 plus. And then I went a month later, September 14th, and I did the, oh, wait, did I say that wrong? I did Tampa. Sorry, Tampa was first. Then the San Antonio was the September 14th, and I got fourth. And the girl who got third over me, we flopped back and forth. She got fourth in Tampa. And and then she came back and got the third in at San Antonio. So, but you're right. This isn't for everyone what I'm doing, but I absolutely have found a new passion. Dance has always been my passion, but I love this. I love the discipline of it. I love how great I feel, how healthy, how young I feel, how energetic I feel. But I also love to compete, and I'll do this as long as I am still enjoying it. And so, but it is a lot of hard work, and you're right. What you said, the expenses is a lot, and time. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause compared to the guys, all they got to wear is banana hammocks and board shorts. Y'all ladies, you have to be presentable. You have to have both your femininity and your masculinity. You have to get your hair done, your nail done. Instead of getting the cost of traveling to these shows. Bodybuilding is not as a popular sport. I used to watch on television, like ESPN and NBC to show it, but in the last few years, now you can watch throwing darts, cornhole, and poker.
Yeah.
This is a comment from man KL. Shout to you, says, how long you been competing, Monique? And
right. Yeah. So it's been 3 years. Yes, 3 years now. So 2 years before I went pro, I competed, and then this year has been my third year has been pro as a pro.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, folks, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into a social media for a bit. If you want to follow Monique, the links are in the description of this live. Check her out, support her. These ladies need most definitely support. Anything you can do to show that you are a fan. But guys, and Monique, is no offense to you. I say this because it's a warning to guys out there who we know who you are, you sick freaks. No D pics. Stop it. I know she's a cute lady. She has her red hair. She has that big smile. But guys, be respectful. This is a lady here. This is a lady. Okay? Say that shit to somebody else. So we're going to jump into her social media. You're welcome. In here, and we got some nice pictures here, fella. Wow. This one right here.
Hey.
Wow.
Hey.
And can you believe this woman in her 50s? Damn. I'm
Thank
about to be 50 in a couple more days. Wow.
Okay. Hey now. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Back in the 5 Club. And this is when you won your pro card.
That's
That
it.
was,
Yep.
yeah.
That's it.
And
Yep.
this is a nice picture here. I mean, wow. Who is photographer for these pictures?
Thank you. Oh, that's Anthony Burton. Yeah, he's a boudoir photographer. He does fitness and boudoir. He's amazing. I've shot with him a couple. That's him as well. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
after my pro card. That shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great shoot. You have like I said again, you have a beautiful physique, and you worked hard, you train. Like
Yeah.
when you're training, what's that thing that you feel like, especially judges give critique. What's the thing you feel like you need to work on the most?
Oh yes, glutes and legs. Yes, that's what I need to work on most. And the judges said the same thing. Just more dense glute tissue. And I'm only 3 years in, so I mean these women have a lot of years on their belt compared to me. But that is it. Yeah. So I'm working real hard right now on that specifically is legs and glutes. So
yeah, that's the thing is I think all athletes need to work on their weakness and their strengths. And
right.
Like, so what thing you feel like is your best strength physically wise?
Oh goodness. I think my abs are really good and my shoulders have gotten really good. So yeah, I would say those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I think your legs look amazing because
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a judge, man. I'm a fan, so
I
But
know.
like I said, right here, you're working out. You're doing the back workout, and that's the
Yep.
thing you feel like you need to work on the most is your back because you don't really with your bikini. You don't see your back because you covered your hair.
Don't see your back, and it's funny because the last I felt my back looked really amazing, and I was sad because you're not able to really show it very much in bikini. So, but yeah, I think my back has really come along. I think it looks good. And it's funny because I love my legs because I got a dancer. I like long legs and I like my legs a lot. But for this sport, they need to be bigger. You know what I mean? So I look forward to bringing size to those long legs, just bringing more to it.
That's the thing. I mean, to me, especially the guy who does content on bodybuilding, when they tell y'all bikini girls you need bigger legs, I mean, that's just like, it's one thing if you tell it to wellness or physique or even women's bodybuilding.
Right.
But, it seems like when bikini, and this is no offense to your division, I consider your division more, it's not really part of bodybuilding. Like the others, they kind of spawned off from women's bodybuilding, like, fitness, figure, physique. They kind of spawn off from that. Yours was more brought in. But for the time it's been in bodybuilding, it has evolved with the sport. Here she is right now. She's after the show.
Yep.
Decent. All right. This one. The old fashioned. That was pretty good. Okay. Okay, I think I'm in a coma now. Holy my. I'm an Oreo.
Ooh,
good. That's gonna do me. What's that? Okay. Wow. All right then. This is probably my favorite. And the Captain Crunch is pretty good too, though. Lord.
Oh yeah.
You feel like you want to roll over and burp, huh?
I know. It was so good. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's fun to see, especially attractive women like to eat because
yes.
some women don't feel like eating is very attractive. But
yeah,
as long as you enjoy yourself, I mean, and what's that? Like I said, what's that favorite thing you like to, especially after shows? What's that favorite thing you like to eat?
Oh, after shows, typically it's steak and that baked potato or loaded potato or mac and cheese. I usually go for the steak. I don't do fish because, dude, I have to do fish during prep, and I don't want to go anywhere near fish for years after. And so I usually do steak is what I usually go to. I'm not really into pasta. I'm not really into the old pasta thing. Don't crave that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, and here's your do a little dance routine. I can't play the music because YouTube is always about copyright. And also I saw that you used to dance for Sacramento Kings.
I did, yes, I did. Back in the day, in the big hair days, the 90s. Big hair days.
kind of missed the 90s. I grew up in the 90s and the 80s. I know it's just
we had the best music, right? I mean, come on.
And the kids were sitting now like blah 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 no words or anything. Here's a picture. This is a shot from her. Take your best shot at the King's open house tomorrow night. And wow, that's the big hair.
There's the hair. That's a lot of hairspray, my friend. That's a lot of Aquanet going on there.
See, we and me, I just cut mine close and just put a little some Afro sheen on them. I'm cool. So, but it's a lot of work to be a competitor in sport.
It is.
The time, the money you invest into it, and also family. Like, how do they feel about you competing? Because we mentioned you have a husband. And what's his thoughts? You got to think about his wife is on stage. In a little bikini. And like, hey, dude, what's your husband's name?
Pete.
Pete, say, yo, Pete, that's your wife up there? Say, yeah. He has to be fighting. Hey!
Yeah. No, he's totally supportive. He's been to several shows. They're so long, the shows, but he likes to kind of watch them live stream, and so because they are so long. But no, he's been a very good supporter of it, and it is a lot of work. He sees me working really hard and wonders, like, is it worth it? And I'm like, I'm still enjoying it. I love it. I love being in this discipline, and I just love challenging my body and challenging myself to do hard things. And this is it right now. I'm just loving it.
Mm-hmm. That's good to hear support from your husband and and friends and family to understand what because that's the thing about this. People don't understand the sport. And I think with your divisions, it's a little bit more acceptable because it's more within feminine guidelines and looks. But still, there's people who often make comments like, why is she trying to be so muscular? Yeah. But you're an athlete and you work hard, you train. You don't go in there just looking just like anything. You have to diet, you have to train. Yeah. There's so many parts to being a bodybuilder, regimental stuff, anything you understand. Here we got here from a man, South Down man, KL says, would you want to move up in another division, or do you want to remain in bikini? So you feel like you're good at bikini, or you feel like you might want to, because I think other than maybe figure or
figure would be the only one I would consider. And I have asked my coach about that, and she said, no, it's just not for my body type. It's not, not feasible. And so I trust her. Yeah. And I just really like this division and the look and everything. So I'm just going to continue in this one. Yeah. Because I like it a lot.
Yeah. Also, there's a question from a man, KL. He says, who did you like to see play at the Sacramento Kings back in the day? I'm trying to remember who played back in the day at the Kings. There's so many people.
Well, here's a news flash, and I don't know if you knew, but I actually married one. So let's see if you can guess who that is.
God, I don't.
So same last name.
Chilcutt. I probably remember him because I was more into the Bulls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I got you. In the 90s.
Yeah, they were really going to Bulls and Houston and San Antonio.
I actually played for the Houston Rockets and won a championship.
I might, if I saw his face real good, I might remember him.
Okay, Pete Chilcutt. Yeah.
Okay, Yeah, that name sounds familiar. It does. It kind of just hit my name. We said name Pete all together, Chilcutt part. So yeah, it hit my head.
There
I
you
can
go.
remember him. Yeah, I remember. He played with the Admiral and them.
Yep.
Also, this is a comment from my man. It says, "Nice glutes you have from seeing that video."
Okay.
Also, he says this. He says, "You look like you deal with don't deal with steak."
It would stay.
Because yeah, and also he says, "Sweets are your weakness, huh?"
Oh
So,
yes.
I
Mhm.
think everybody. I know I love sweets. I mean,
Oh, it
I
is.
mean, it's just something, and I can't be careful because I'm pre-diabetic myself. But sometimes just like a nice little piece of cake. My mother, especially the holidays coming up, my mother used to cook this great banana bread. No, not banana bread. It was called sweet potato bread. Kind of like banana bread.
Right.
Flat it out, cooked it like it was just so beautiful. We used to love to eat that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since she passed, and just think about it right now is making my mouth water. So,
Right. Yeah, I love sweets. It's bad. And so when you're on prep and you can't, it's a mind game. I tell you what, because you can't have you can't even have gum, if you're going to be serious. And to trick my brain, one of my friends who's a competitor, he helped me. He said, what I do is I'll make a slushie with like some BCAA powder, just for some flavor. So you eat it, you feel like you're eating a treat, even though it's just frozen ice and a little bit of, sweetener. But it does, you really want something, especially when you're that deprived of calories.
yeah, because you know what, the body needs certain things to keep it going, especially as a body. You can't eat everything that you like because
Yeah.
it go against your prep. I know Trish is telling you what you need to eat. The diet you need to follow. I mean, it's good you have that good relationship with her. And as you're training, what's the thing you feel like? What's your favorite? You go to the gym. That training say, I love doing this. It's just great to do this. And I once says, damn, why I gotta do this shit?
That's funny. I actually do love back and shoulders now. Yeah, and shoulders would be probably number one, just because it's like the first thing you can see when you get a pump. Like I just really like it, seeing those shoulders. And I'm very like envious of women's shoulders when I see. I just think it frames the woman's body so beautifully. So I really enjoy, yes, doing that. And it used to be legs. It used to be like, oh shoot, but now I'm getting stronger. So I'm starting to not dread it because well, and I think because too, here I am lifting heavy and I'm having more rest days, I'm eating more food. So I'm actually capable of doing, as opposed to being exhausted. When you're in your prep, you're really tired. And so when you have to do legs, it's like, you got to really get yourself geared up for that, and pumped up. But yeah, so I'm actually enjoying the legs now because I feel stronger. But
Well, you're one of the few who say they enjoy leg day because most bodybuilders don't like leg day. I have talked to some women says any woman told me they like leg day. I say you're a mute. You're a freak. No, that's torture. I mean, it's like one of my favorite episodes of Chappelle's show was when Charlie Murphy, True Hollywood Stories, and talked about time he met Rick James, and that part where they go to Eddie's house. Rick gets out of the car and says, F your couch, Eddie Murphy, F your couch. And then Charlie and Eddie are beating his legs. So that's like leg day for a bodybuilder. Imagine Charlie Murphy and Eddie Murphy beating your legs. You're crawling out and say, what are my legs, Eddie Murphy?
yeah,
Yeah, it's tough. You got a comment from a man, KL. He really is on it. Says, I remember Jason Williams, Chris Webber, I think played in the Sacramento Kings. What year did your husband play?
yes,
Wow, cool.
yes, 1990 to 93.
Yeah, I
So
remember Chris. Chris Webber. I still remember. I used to like Michigan. I remember that timeout. I said, "Oh shit!" That was crazy. And then he left. I wish he stayed just one more year. He probably won the championship because I'm from North Carolina, and I did not like Duke. Hate Duke.
mhm.
Love UNC. Hate Duke. I was a fan of the Wolfpack. Hate Duke. Can't stand Max Krzyzewski. Love Dean Smith and Jimmy Barbano. But can't stand Max Krzyzewski. Can't stand Duke. That's just me.
Well, my husband should come in here and he'd be like, yes, because he played for UNC. He played for Dean Smith.
Oh
That, yeah.
wow, that's a legend. That man,
Yep.
Michael. That means he a little bit. I think came in after Michael and them, and
Yeah.
yeah, wow. I mean, that'd be
Yep.
an interview worth having. Just talk to You know,
Right.
yeah, I mean, I said, I'm getting the vapors. I'm getting the vapors. Here we got a comment is from my man. Says, is deadlifting part of your workout? So do you do any deadlifting?
Yes, I do. I am doing sumo deadlifting right now. Yeah. So I'm up to, I can tell you how much weight I'm up to. So I've been increasing each week, getting, more and more, putting more weight on, increasing each week. Let's see what my sumo is. I got my little sheet here. Let's see. My sumo is, sumo deadlift. I'm at 200. So I'm getting up there. I hope in the next 2 months to get, even more.
That's a lot of weight for a little woman.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it, if the training regimen and the work y'all ladies put in, it's tough. And also, as I said again, the division is starting to change a bit, where you're seeing women in bikini just getting big. It's supposed to be brought in, supposed to be more feminine, aesthetically pleasing. You're supposed to be a little bit more softer. But I see women who have in bikini. I know, lady, she just did try to get a pro card in bikini, and she's thinking about also doing figure because she has the abs. I often say that they don't want y'all ladies to have too much gyration in the glutes. They don't want your shoulders to be too round and capped. That's why you have your back shown.
Right.
You don't want to be too closer to maybe like division like figure, or even if you look at the girls at wellness, like Teresa, she was wellness a couple of years. Now she's doing physique again.
Yep, I know. Yeah, you're right, and it just keeps changing. These women keep getting more and more muscular. So it's been fun to watch each of the divisions. I love every division. I'm just in awe of the sport. I just love seeing the different physiques, and the wellness girls are just just incredible. I just think they're amazing. I think they all are, but yeah, I really like watching them.
Is there anybody you are particularly like watching? Because just yesterday, Chris Bumstead just made his debut at Men's Open. Impressive, coming from men's classic. But anybody else that you feel like you really follow that you're a fan of?
Men or women or
both? You can say both.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, I do like Chris Bumstead a lot. I do follow him. And then I do Laura. She's a bikini. Lorelei. I always say it wrong, but she's one. And there's a couple other bikinis. I'm totally blanking at the names that I follow. But anyway, yeah, I there are several that I like to follow and watch and see how they've progressed. There's wellness girls I follow too. I'm terrible with names, but yeah, there are a few.
Yeah, like I said, as I said, I've always been a fan of bodybuilding for a long time. I'm a fan of the ladies because I love their physique. I love how they build their bodies. One person who I'm the biggest fan of all, and KL, he knows who it is. I'm gonna bring her up. That's my girlfriend, Andrea Shaw.
Wow.
She's just so amazing, so beautiful. I interviewed one lady who met her, and people have known her and talking about her. I mean, I always want to bring this out because this is really why I do this, and I get rewarded for this.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, she was at the Olympia. Her name is Eunice Kitchen. She runs her own company, Bad Rap. They do, make apparel for women in bodybuilding, and just and she was there at the Olympia last year. She got me this magazine, and I always like to throw it off because you know what? Like my other guy says, if you get us something, do it for free. And like I said, this was something that was my payment. When somebody sent me this, and she had gotten her to autograph it for me.
My gosh, look at that! That's awesome.
And I've had ladies I've confronted with that send me stuff like for Christmas or birthdays, because I really appreciate when I get to know y'all ladies and get to talk with y'all and hear your story, what gets you interested in this sport, and you're passionate about it. I mean, I get to learn stuff. Like I said, one of my crimes, I'm going to make my crime. And my crime is I'm a muscle first smoker. And I find your leader toxic. Your division, I get it still kind of, because, we talk about it. It's kind of, but, we do respect the work you put in and the passion you have for it.
Right.
Yeah. Here comes my man. He's a hater saying, Andrea's going to put you in the friend zone. I'll take that. I take that. Which one will be the friend zone? She can call me up. Sometimes, sometimes it's nice to have a friend. You never know. Sometimes friends can be lovers. He's always a hater. He's a hater, so he hates. So, what's the plan now that season's about over? Everything's winding down. Qualifications for some. I think with Bikini, there's still more qualifications for next year compared to the other divisions.
Right. You can still qualify for the Masters Olympia in Tokyo, but I have a lot of building to do. Like the judges said, it's funny because I'm lean and skinny, and they said I'm just too skinny all over. So, but mostly legs and glutes. That is what they want to see growth in. So I'm going to take it this whole year to do that, and then come back in and hit it hard probably next summer. So hopefully get, a couple contests in to try to qualify, but we'll see.
That's good. It's just one moment with bodybuilding. It's not a race. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. It's about time you take. And like one time they say like, it's about trusting the process. But here's the thing. You don't trust the process. You understand the process. Then you trust it. You don't fully trust something. You just don't go in blindly, willingly. You have to understand what's involved in it. Here, this is from a man, KL. He says, ain't nothing wrong with a woman working on her legs. They look nice wearing a dress. Yeah, he says. Also, he always picking on me. He says, that's some simp shit. Okay, I'll be a simp. I'll be that. You hating because I got them. I see. I love this because I love when I pet it. I call it George. So so let me be a simp. But it's a lot. As I said, against a woman, the work you put in. Well, folks, what I'm gonna do is I'm playing this video that I saw while I was, like I said, every time I do, I want to research about somebody. So there's a video she did. It was a little interview she did. So I'm gonna share it with y'all. So you want to watch it? I will leave the link later in the description. You want to check it out, and it's really you get to know somebody about who they are from these little interviews they do. So here we go.
Hey everyone, it's Marianne Povey from Orangeville Live, and I'm here today to introduce you to a good friend of mine, Monique Chilcutt. You may know her. She's married to Pete Chilcutt, who's pretty famous for what in Orangeville, Monique?
Dairy Queen champion, for Blizzard champion, yes.
That's right, yes. That's what he's famous for in Orangeville here. And Monique is a wonderful friend of the community. She's been here for a long time. She's been a professional dancer. She actually teaches dance. But this last year, she kind of changed her journey. And you want to tell us a little bit about what happened?
Yes, so I've been dancing since I was 5, and I now currently teach at Lifetime Fitness. I teach group fitness classes, a dance class there, and a bar class. And then one of my students, I was watching her in class, and she's really in shape. And so I asked her, hey, can I work out with you? And she said, sure. And so that began a year ago, and I started lifting with her, and she used to be a trainer. And I just fell in love with it right away. Started seeing the results, and now I'm doing bodybuilding competitions.
So cool. I mean, you were in shape before, but you were looking amazing. Yes. And you want to tell everybody how old you are?
Yes, I'm 53.
And you also were sharing that this is the best shape of your life?
Yes. I've not ever been in this shape. I wish I would have done this 10 years ago if I had only known. I feel really good.
Okay. And so what do you want to tell people? Because now everybody, like all your friends are coming up. Monique, what did you do? How can I be in great shape like you? What do you tell them?
That is so exactly what's happening. I have a lot of friends who are emailing me or texting me and asking, what are you eating? What are you doing? And it's lifting weights, and eating. Yes, I'm eating a really good, clean diet. And so I really want to inspire others. This is amazing, and it works, and to be healthy and be fit and for your life, to hold up this body forever, you got to lift weights, and you got to eat right. And so I want to inspire others to do it, to get in shape, and it's doable. If I can do it, you can do it.
So it's not too hard.
No,
you just have to put the work in, right? A little bit.
The work and the mindset. That you want to.
Okay, so if Monique can do it, we all can do it. And speaking of that, this Saturday you have a competition coming up, and you'd love for the community community to come out and support you?
Yes, that would be so awesome to come out and see the show and just see what it's all about. It's cool to watch the other competitors and see what this industry is all about.
Okay. And where is it?
Oh yes, it's at the DoubleTree Hotel, and it's on Saturday the 6th, and it's all day, but my division will probably be going on around 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right. Do you still get nervous?
Yes, this is only my third one, so yes, I do. I still get nervous for sure. But also and with bodybuilding, you also have to take care of your health and on the rest days, and you really have to make sure that you get those rest days and get massage and get, take care of your body. So I like to come to Kindred Spirit here and get my massages with Kim Page and my facials. And then I also do the spray tanning, and the best spray tan gal is here, Andrea, and she has been the #1 in Sacramento for the last 6 years. So you have to come see that.
Wow, how lucky. And that's in Orangevale too. So what a great tie-in, supporting our community. And Monique, best of luck this Saturday. And if you could come out and watch, we'll post the details in the video, in the text. And thank you for your story and for inspiring everybody.
Yay, thank you. And come take my class at Lifetime.
Okay. Thanks for watching.
That is a great, great story you shared with a lot of people, especially getting to the sport at 53 years old. Most people wouldn't consider doing that, especially, in their lifetime. You're like, at 53, I'm going to be 50 in a couple of months. You decided to make this change at 53 years old and still be competitive and compassionate about the sport.
Right. Yes. That I haven't seen that video in a long time. That's funny. I know, right? And age is just a number, friends. I mean, this one gal was 60 years old at this last, I think it was in Tampa. Yeah, it was. Anyway, she got first place, and she looked maybe 30. I mean, that she did not even look 60. And she look at her, winning first place and just in incredible shape. So it's just a number, friends.
Yeah, I know a lady who I follow. She's a Russian competitor. Her name is Natalia Bastidova, and she's 56 years old. And you look at this woman, you wouldn't think she was, maybe I would say she was in her 40s. And it's just the lifestyle of bodybuilding. It's a healthy lifestyle. There's extremes to it, but if you still follow the guidelines of diet, like you said earlier, okay, get a massage, do some rest recovery. Everything that's involved in helping your body. Sometimes you're not gonna stop Father Time, but you can halt him a little bit.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Processed foods was what was killing me before. I didn't even know I was so inflamed. I look back at pictures before I started this journey, and my face is just swollen, and I just looked completely different. And once you take all that junk out of your diet and just eat just fresh, clean food, it was just amazing how much better I felt. And I haven't been sick. I really haven't been sick in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's been great.
Well, I can understand, because me, especially being from the South, we have a tradition of certain things we eat. I have a pacemaker, had it for 10 years, because I had my first heart attack when I was 39 years old. And then I was thinking of my mom, because she was sick for a long time, so she passed. And then I was almost at 500 pounds.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm at 338, 337. I really, I don't eat too much processed food, but every now and then I like to have a little something. And, I try to cut back on my sugars, and I do more. I don't go out and eat as much. I do more cooking in the house. I don't eat breakfast, because that was the thing for me and my mom. Me and my mom used to love breakfast. I have my lunch and my dinner, and then maybe have a little snack between. And there's always something that's involved in is to grow and develop as an athlete. One thing I wish I could do more exercise, but I got a problem. I got 2 bad knees with Stone Cold Steve Austin. One of my knees is like bone on bone. I need to talk to the surgery about getting it done. Yeah, right. I mean, I was doing pretty good, but then that kind of bothered me a lot. But there's a lot of work, and you have clients, and your clients are mostly are they a mix of wellness or any competitors as your clients?
Right now, I have only lifestyle clients. I don't have any competitors. I helped a competitor with their posing routine, but I don't have any ones that I train to compete at currently.
Mm-hmm. So, this is from a man. K.A. says, 53. You look 38, 43 to me. Yeah, that's a compliment. Yeah,
that is very nice. That's very sweet.
And also it says, a lot of women look great doing bodybuilding. Yeah, I've seen it. And also he has a comment here. It says, what dance do you used to do? So, what were your what were your favorites when you were dancing?
Well, it was definitely jazz and hip hop were the favorites when I was studying in college and dancing in a company. And then dancing for the Sacramento Kings, we did a variety of styles. It was super fun. But yeah, hip hop is my favorite. And right now, currently, I'm still teaching like a fitness hip hop class, all ages, at the club. So it's fun. I love it.
Yeah, me and my big brother, we had a game called the Big Man Dance. We dance like my youngest nephew, he could dance like da 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 da. But me and my brother, my older brother James, he passed away a long time. We used to do the Big Man Dance. We just move our shoulders. That's it.
Okay.
That's all we can do.
Got it.
One of my jobs, I had quite a few jobs. I worked so many jobs. I was growing up. One of my jobs, I used to work at a gentleman's club.
Oh, okay, fun.
Or if you're from the hood, booty club. And some of those ladies, they had skills. I mean, they could do. I mean, one chick, she was doing this thing on the pole. She came down, stop, have to wait. It's just dance is a talent. You have to have it. I got 2 left feet, so I can't do it. Here, which is comment from my man. KL says, "What was the processed food you discovered that you stay away from? It's like wolves in sheep's clothing."
Yeah.
In the market, yeah, because
Okay. So here's funny 2 things. One, not to bag on Trader Joe's because I do love Trader Joe's, but I would buy all that stuff in the frozen section, all those pre-made meals and stuff. And you look at the ingredients, it's like this long, full of whatever. Instead of just buying stuff and making from scratch. So that. Yeah. But also if you go to the grocery store and how I've been shopping for the last 3 years, I only shop the outside, the perimeter. All the bad stuff is in the middle of the store, right? So I go in and out. I'm like vegetables, protein, and I'm out the door. I get my carbs are just simple carbs, sweet potatoes or rice or Anyway, it's all the bad stuff's in the middle. Yep. So I stay away, and it's easy shopping, clean.
Yeah. One thing my mom always told us was never shop hungry, because you pick up any little thing. If you are shopping hungry, you're like, wait a minute, I don't, wait a minute, what's that cookies? I mean, wait a minute, let me get a can of vitamins while I'm at it,
I'll have to disclose a little secret. After my last show, I went to Trader Joe's because, it's pumpkin latte, spice latte time, right? Right. Everything's pumpkin. I went into Trader Joe's. I bought everything that was pumpkin, and then I sat in my car and ate it all. It was not good.
Well, down here in the South, man, we have no use for pumpkin, only for Halloween. We like sweet potatoes. That's,
Yes.
Yeah. I remember I ate a pumpkin pie. Like, oh, what the, it's not with sweet. Sweet potato has own natural sweetness, and even add little stuff to it. But it's you white ladies, you love your pumpkin latte, spice, whatever. Don't need it. This shot from a man. Shout out to man Chaos says, thanks for the info, Monique, and also, do people dancing in the Arnold Classic right?
They got pole dancing. No.
Yeah, no, because no, they got pole. Here the thing is about Arnold. I grew up watching his movies. The Terminator. You're from California. He was the governor when you were in California. The Terminator, Schwarzenegger. But what thing I don't like what he did was kicked out women's bodybuilding, physique, and figure. Now you still have your division there, but it's by invitation. You get invited to the Arnold Classic. Fan of his acting, but not his politics when it comes down to women, particularly in the more muscle developments. That's just me. But everybody has to pick. Would you ever want to do a show like the Arnold Classic if you get invited?
Oh gosh, yes, I would definitely. That would be so much fun. I would love to meet Arnold. I've gone to Gold's Gym down there in Venice several times, hoping that I could run into him. But yeah, that would be fun.
That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. Meeting Arnold, the chopper, he's getting up there now. It's kind of like we watch these guys like Schwarzenegger and Van Damme and Stallone and all that. They're getting older now. You got the guys like Vin Diesel, The Rock. Things are changing over the years. Like, sometimes it's just he's never asked down. It's like things are changing, and I'm just a particular criminal. I just like things that they are,
Yeah.
I just don't like you much for change, but it's like that's that change. Change sometimes either make you stranger or make you stronger. He had
Yeah.
to come out. He can't help it himself. So
Yes, I love it.
yeah. This is one more for my man KL. If they should have pole dancing as a division or a sport. There is a place that do it. It's come. I know some ladies who do use pole dancing in their training too, because it's getting so popular. So,
Right. It is popular. Yes. I have never done it. I've always wanted to try it.
Well, like I said, it's never too late. Something like I said, you got into bodybuilding at 53 years old. You're never too late to try something different.
Right. Exactly.
I'm kind of funny that I'm a curmudgeon. I'm sometimes set in my ways, especially as men, we get set in our ways. It's just I know your husband he work on training, but he say, "Come on, baby, like train with me like that." I say, "Nah. I'll do within my speed." So
Yes.
But,
yes.
yeah. So, folks, we're not gonna hold her much too longer. We do appreciate time she's given us to talk with us, share her story. I mean, I know I don't get opportunity to talk to many ladies in bikini division, but as I said again, as a content maker, I really want to expand my horizons. I mean, bikini, maybe some wellness, fit. I have talked to ladies in fitness and even figure. But you gotta respect what y'all ladies do and your passion for sport. And are you sponsored? Do you have any sponsors?
I do not currently. I would love sponsors. That would be awesome.
Well, like I said, I got a friend of mine. I'm gonna send you a link. She's looking for maybe sponsor some athletes, especially in the bikini division. I'll send you a link. You check her out. Maybe ask her, talk to her. Maybe you might want to do it. But that's the thing. Sponsor does help because, like I said, the cost of travel. You got to think about it. Your suits, everything involved in it. I mean, the guy's got to wear banana hammocks and board shorts. That's it.
It's funny.
Yeah, if bodybuilding was more like a real sport where there was like you get something out of it more, you put your chin into it. Like the prize money should be better. But we all know there's going to be more prize money for the guys because the guys, excuse my language, they're the bottom bitch of the division. They're the ones getting more attention. But sponsor does help. But when you get to help some guys out there said, "Hey, Monique, you pretty little firecracker. I think I got a plan for you." No, stop that. Stop that, you sick freak. We know what you're talking about. We know what you want.
Hey, now.
What you should do like this, Mrs. Chilcutt. We are fascinated about you, your story, how you are, being someone of your age getting into sport. I mean, I have to respect that. So, if you're interested in our product, it's something that feels that works with you, and maybe something that can help you along your way, we'd like to be a brand sponsor for our company. Just let us know what you want from us so we can help you. And just want to see you advance and go here. That's all we want to see. We have exchange, helping each other, and you help us, we help you.
Awesome. I love it.
That'd be great. Here you get here from a man says, "You got your inner freak, Monique." Yeah. He's a clown, but he's my brother. I love him. He's a hater, boy. I love him. So, folks. So before we let you go, one thing we'll ask you: what would you want for yourself out of bodybuilding as a whole?
What would I want? Oh, well, I've gained, I will start to say this. I have gained so much from this bodybuilding journey, mentally and physically, doing things that I didn't think I was capable of. But also, I just feel like I just love Monique so much more. The self-love, like just being in this discipline has taught me a lot about that and loving myself more. And not feeling guilty about giving to me, what more I just want to just keep growing and be competitive as long as I can. Cause I am enjoying this journey and I am enjoying bringing my improvements each and every year. And just see how far this takes me. I may do it 5 more years. I may do it 10 more years. Who knows? I don't know. But right now I'm just absolutely loving it.
Yeah. You sort of see this pump 60-year-old woman on stage and say, "Wow, who's this hot chick?" Stage, but
the hottest 60-year-old on the planet.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I've seen some women who are in their 70s look pretty good. I mean, especially who compete in bodybuilding. Yeah, I mean, it's a healthy lifestyle. People don't understand there's a lot of stuff to the sport, and also one thing always in bodybuilding is always the accusation about the use of steroids and performance enhancers, but it's only one factor of this. It takes your following your diet, your exercise, your regimen, your rest and cover. I get people who I know who tell me, say, "George, if these people talking about bodybuilders and about steroids and all this other shit, if they take what I take, it wouldn't look as good as I do because they're not following the same plan that I am following.
Right.
It might work for one person, may not work for another. You just
Right.
got to understand the process. And like I said, again, when you understand the process, you can fully trust it.
Right. And it is not easy. You're right. The food, not only, I mean, think about what we do socially. We drink and eat. Right. So when you're on a diet like this, you can't go out and drink and eat like this. That's not, if you go, you're bringing your own food. Right. So it's been a definite change in my social activities and for my family and friends too, to be supportive of that and not make me feel weird or dumb or stupid for what I'm doing, Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know they tell me that sometimes they can't go out to the clubs, the bar with their friends, maybe, because they're on a prep. They want to, even if they're not even competing, they take a year off, they're still prepping,
Yeah,
bring your food.
right.
Yeah, it's so much involved because if you dedicate to something, you don't want to be distracted by something else. And I know sometimes some ladies say friendships change. People used to know they can't hang out with them anymore. But if you have people like your husband, your friends, and family support you, they understand. If those other people understand, like Bernie Mac says, people don't like you, boy, fuck them.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
That's just it. So
You don't get it. And listen, and I don't expect everybody to get it. Like, I'm like, dude, you know what? You don't get it. That's fine. That's fine. But, and that's to each his own. But yeah.
Yeah, you gotta live for you. Can't live for nobody else. That's why
That's
I learned
it.
all the time.
That's
Yeah,
it.
because if you can't make yourself happy, there's no point trying to make anybody else happy. And like I say about the haters, y'all hate so much, but we care so little. So God bless the haters. That's all I can say. Yeah.
So true.
So, folks, we would like to thank the lovely Mrs. Chilcutt for taking time out here and talk with me. Wish her all the best of luck. Shout out to my man KL who's here. Everybody who watched this video, thank you for watching it. Share this video, comment, subscribe. Follow her social media links are in the description of this live. If you want to check her out, follow her. If you're someone in her area, because she lives in, I think you say you live in Raleigh.
Yes.
So if you're someone interested in maybe making some health child changes, go out to her. I think one of my nieces lives in Raleigh. I might need to, maybe next time I go there and visit her, I might need to check you out. But if you're someone who's really passionate about this sport of bodybuilding and want to support a competitor like her, reach out with genuine interest. Don't be that weird guy. I don't want to hear that Pete been bouncing on down the road like a basketball. Be respectful. These ladies work hard and they deserve that respect and recognition just as much as any competitor.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best of luck. I hope everything turns out to you. Can't wait to see what you're gonna bring next year. Shout out man KL who's here. Thank you for your support, brother. Anybody who watches, share, comment, like, subscribe. And ma'am, thank you for giving the time, and I appreciate you.
Oh, you're the best. I can't thank you enough. That was really fun. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, ma'am. Like I said, one of my favorite quotes from my favorite movie, Batman Begins, when Jim Gordon said to Batman, said, "You never have to say, I forgot to say thank you." And he turned around and says, "You never have to." That's why I do this. Give y'all ladies a voice that no one else is giving a voice. Give recognition and show that anybody can do this if you just are determined and disciplined enough to do it.
Right on. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, folks. Thank you for coming through. Thank you for your support. Thank you for sharing, comment. Just follow Monique on her social media platforms. Support her. And I wish y'all best of luck. This is your man, Richard Page, aka the Emperor of Female Body Talk. Like, subscribe. Good luck, good afternoon, good night, and goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.